sound.
Music
Yeah.
alone shall live. Music alone shall live. Music alone shall live. Never to die. With laughter and singing, the green earth is
Hands at your side.
ringing. The shepherd is piping.
Bless you.
Again it is spring. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la.
So in elementary school, I had a wonderful elementary music teacher who became my private piano teacher. So I had always loved music and I had a joy for that. And actually, as a small child, my mom would sing with me and taught me how to sing harmony in church. And so she was a huge influence on my career also. And then by junior high, I knew I was going to be a music teacher. And I have never regretted that choice. I've loved every minute of it. Even in the very most difficult years or the worst times, I still love what I do. I have always, I also babysat, so I loved kids, and music was just, I was in high school, I was in 2 choirs, 2 bands, orchestra, and sports and other things too, but I did all of it, and I've never regretted that choice. I've loved being a music teacher. So I graduated from UNC thinking I would be a high school choir director, because that's, I had loved my student teaching, but fortunately, I student taught here in Greeley, actually with Deanna Butheris in the elementary, and I found out I loved it, and then I was offered a position teaching elementary music. And so you learned so much through teaching, so much more than you did in college, especially about teaching. And the longer I taught elementary, the more I came to love it. I bleed Chappelow blood. I love Chappelow so much. I actually got to help open it. We do not audition or interview kids. You have to have an interest in the arts, and also to be a staff member here. You don't have to be a professional, performer to be a classroom teacher, but you have to have the respect and the passion for the arts. And so starting at a very young age, all kids perform at every grade level. And then when they get into middle school, they can be in multiple performing ensembles. And our classroom teachers also integrate the arts into the other subjects. And we see the arts as core subjects here at Chappelow. They're as important as all the other subject areas. And we integrate into our music classes, but they also integrate into the other subject areas. And our kids, it just benefits them. We have, really solid test scores. We have a great diversity here, culturally, socioeconomically, but our kids perform well both in the arts and the visual and performing arts, as well as academically, they perform really well too. It's a great place to be.
Right there. Yep. Sit tall. 2, 3, 4.
So typically, music teachers begin before the school day begins. When it's supposed to be plan time for us, we start choirs because we have extracurricular. We have kids either in middle school that can't fit it into their schedule that love to sing, or elementary students that want to do it outside. So we start, at 7:20 with choir, and then we go into our regular day. And then after school from September through April, I have musical rehearsal every day. So especially in a K-8. So it is physically, I don't take home a lot of papers to grade, but I am physically with students more. And so each teaching position has its own challenges. That's our challenge, is the physical. And also, you said being entertaining and being in front of kids. When you're teaching in the specials areas, you're with a different group of kids every 50 minutes, and it can become exhausting, especially as I get older, to try to keep that physical energy of singing and dancing and keeping their attention. There's not a lot of seat work in the arts. And then, the other teachers have other things that take a lot of their time also.
50 nifty United States from 13 original colonies. 50
future. I've been teaching for a long time. This is my 29th year. So I hope in my future, you know, to be retiring in a few years, while I still love what I do and while the kids still feel good about who I am and that I'm still effective. I will, my goal is to stay at Chappelow and to continue to teach K-8 because it truly is what I love. I see myself definitely having a connection to music and arts and you know, working with the Civic Center, continuing to work with the Children's Chorale, probably volunteering maybe to accompany some of the elementary choirs or whatever. Yeah, I don't see myself just, although Belize sounds really appealing, a beach somewhere might be nice temporarily, but I see myself staying involved, very involved with the community and the arts and still with kids.
Nervous is no man, slaves to